Welcome back here inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for tonight's lower league matchup. This is game number 2 of the night between the Mighty Ducks and the Polar Bears. Their first matchup since fall of 2025 season. A lot of the same rosters here tonight. Just a couple differences here. An addition of a handful of players and a couple of subtractions. A couple of those guys that were too good to be in the league. But we got a lot of the regulars back. Top line out here for the Ducks. It's Andy Hill taking the drop with Eric Church to the left. For the other side, it's Mallory Myers and Morgan to her left. Puck's dropped. Ducks able to win it forward, trying to get it over to Hale. It goes through his feet, but able to take it up toward the corner. Myers able to poke it off as Myers is able to take the puck away. Trying to chip it forward, got the feeder right back over to Myers through her skate as Church tried to get one into the attacking zone. Played back to the captain of Macomber. Centering feed picked up by 20, going to be dumped into the zone on net. First shot on goal here between these sides goes on the net of Noah Clark. He's given up 1 goal over 1 game. As a shot from Morgan goes on net, just over 30 seconds gone in the frame. Keeps us tied at 0. Both lines going to stay out here. One of the players to watch out for, that's going to be Derek Wells. Yet to get a point here in this secondary lower season. Just talking to him prior to his game, or after game number 1 and going into the game tonight. Coming off of an illness, alongside being very short-staffed back in his last game. So we'll see what happens here tonight with Derek Wells and the rest of the Polar Bears. Up to the defensive pairing here for Macomber. Backhands it down low for Wells. Stuck up in his skates, turned over. Hale fires a shot on. That's going to be an easy save by Rowe up to the far side. Had a shutout back in game number 1. As it's going to be sent the other way for Andretti. Just past his skate as it's all the way back in deep for Macomber. On the far side half circle. McGovern wanting it way down low. Macomber tried to get a centering feed, nearly turned over. As it's played back from Schroeder to Macomber. Macomber saucers one through the center ice. Going to be picked up from the Ducks as they'll trail it back into their own defensive zone. So I believe that might be Ryan. Apologies. He's on the Burke Street Bullies. I'll have to get you his name here in just a second. Rung up to the top side. Turned over. Here's a chance for the Polar Bears to get it out of their own zone. They will. Apologies. Kept in at the blue line. Schroeder with it. Trailing in behind the net. Has it on his backhand. Looking for a centering feed. Has a chance but couldn't hold on to it. Kept in at the point. Strube skating in with it. Trying to get a shot off. Comes down low. Going to be picked up by Gus Anderson and rung up top. Anderson was one of those names that we had to watch out for back in the last lower season. Averaged close to a point a game. On top with him, McGovern fires one on. Pad save, rebound comes out. Juicy all the way out to the point for Layer. Fires one on, tipped, went wide, nearly got a piece of the near side ref. Cleared down through the ice. This should be far enough for an icing. It will be. Well, 16:40 to go in the first. Benjamin Arnold was that name I was looking for. Arnold has 1 goal in the season so far. That comes back in their last game. It was a 4-0 victory. Apologies, a 4-1 victory at that. As it's going to be played in deep behind the net, it goes for Andy Hill, the captain, battling against Derek Wells right in front of the slot. Comes out for Morgan, but can't get it out. Kept in. Church down low, holds, fires one. Try to get a tip out in front as Wells is going to dump it down. Length of the ice should be far enough for an icing. Indeed, it will be. 15:45 to go here in the first period. Thank you for that comment. Strube at the point, fires a shot on that, went wide, looking for a tip. Hoping it's not going to be picked up by a polar bear and worked up for Myers. Myers throws a body on Strube as it's going to be picked up by Church. Just in on sides. Here comes Church, fires one, glove save made by Rowe. Rebound goes up high as Church was looking to get his first goal from this lower season. Has a goal in the upper season, alongside with 5 points, so he has 6 points in the upper league. Down here, still looking to get his first. Trying to get a tip in from Myers as it went wide. And he picked up by Hale, trying to fire a backhand feed out. Nearly kept in at the point as it's going to be McCumber through center. Drops it back for Wells. Taking it deep into his own defensive zone, being pressured by Edwin. Elson, that is, apologies. Still in the defensive zone here for the Ducks. Chips it out, trying to get it to Andy Hale. Through his legs, finds Derek Wells. Off the far side of half court, trying to get McCumber. Turned over, here's Hale. In on sides from the left circle, fires one on. Got the right shoe, or right skate that is, of Wells. Behind the net, finds McCumber. Clears it up and out. Gonna go down to the ice. Should be for an icing, indeed so. As Ben Arnold is gonna take it behind the net and feed it over to the ref. With 13:58 to go here in the first. Both of these games here tonight, the game following this will be on the broadcast as well. That's going to be between the Firestorm and the Bad News Badgers. The Firestorm was a team that, or has been a team for the last handful of seasons, and they have been here on YouTube, although they have not had any play-by-play, as that was a team I had previously been on up to this season, as I asked myself to be put on one of the new teams to give them a chance to have play-by-play. Down low for Anderson, or McGovern that is, apologies, kept in. Schroeder rings around the near side, going to work it up top. Anderson going to pinch it off and try and work it up for Martinez. This is loose out to the neutral zone. Arnold to pick it up. Here comes Arnold to the blue line, has one goal on the season, looking for goal number 2 as it gets poked right back out for Schroeder. On his forehand, going to chip it down low to 14. And a battle against Andretti as it's loose for Arnold. Try to find a centering feed and be poked right back out from Layer. Able to get it to Andretti to the blue line. One-on-one against Arnold as it's poked itself to the near side corner. Trying to drop it back. Picked up and still held in at the blue line from Layer. Trying to work it forward. Here's a chance. Martinez fires one. Stick to side from Clark. Arnold trying to get it over for Schroeder. Does. Couldn't hold on to it. Layer holds the blue one. Has plenty of space down low. Calls it up top. Fires a shot. Able to hit the pad of Clark and takes it back down to the near side corner. Arnold trying to work it out. Pokes it forward. Here's Arnold on a breakaway. And if he's able to cut back out in front of the net, slows things down. Trying to get a centering feed. Stick to side from Nick Rowe. Here's a chance. Schroeder gets blocked out in front. Arnold still loose in the corner. Backhand feeds, trying to get one over to Schroeder. Puck still loose. Up to the far side. Whips on the one-timer. As the rebound comes in the near side corner to find Arnold. Spinning around. Strube wants it. Called for it, but stick to side from McGovern. As it's pinched itself back out to the neutral zone. Strube able to get it away from Andretti as he hits the blue line. Fires a shot on. Stick to side from Rowe. And picked up by Wells behind the net. Up top to McCumber. Saucer pass down low. Turned over. Strube with it. Sent aside as here comes Myers. Lost through her skate. As Eric Church lost his stick on Mallory Myers. Behind the net. Centers. Turned over. Myers spun around. Fired one on net. Got played to the corner. Now for Church. Church working it up top, gets it to the blue line, trying to drop it and deep for Hale as it's played out to the point. Turned over, trying to work it for Myers. Had it on her stick for a second before it's pinched off. Back low to Myers, in on sides, poked back out on the blue line, delayed off sides as here comes Church. Church looking for his second point of the season, couldn't get it here. That's going to be picked up by Derek Wells for the Polar Bears and taken back the other way. Had Morgan down low, tried to get a centering feed over to Myers as it's picked up by Strube down low. Able to get it to Hale, backhands one in deep. Picked up by Wells, got a centering feed up top to 91. To the blue line, trying to work it forward. Strube pokes it back out. Here's a chance now. Church against McCumber. Church takes it down low but overskated it. Still has it backhanded feed, going to be picked up by Wells. Shot gets blocked off the near side. Church going to ring it around. Played behind the back of the net for Hale. Hale looks to get a sitting feed. Here's Church. Not able to get a shot off as Wells was able to lift the stick as it's sent all the way down on net. And he played down low. Here's a chance. Caught him in a line change. Here comes Strube down low. Has space from the right circle. Trying to send one up top for Hale but couldn't get a shot off. As it's just kept in at the blue line. Looked off sides, but will play on. Down low, here's Strube all alone. Forehand, backhand up to the far side. Trying to lift it and couldn't. As we still sit at a 0-0 game. Church at the blue line, works it in deep. Tripped up was Church. No harm, no foul. We play on. McGovern down low. Trying to find one open in the slant. Fires one high off the back glass was Andretti. Cleared right out in front, and now down the length of the ice. Should be an icing if it has the legs. Indeed it will. 8:30 to go here in the first period. Up to the far side. Anderson going to punch it back out, trying to get it to Andretti. Off sides, able to touch back up as it's going to be played down to the near side corner. Picking it up, Schroeder. Backing it back out to center. Able to work out its layer right there at his own defensive blue line. Saucers one up top to Anderson. Has plenty of room and just decides to dump it in. No icing. Long shot from Layer, tipped out in front. McGovern fires on a rebound. Had a chance out in front as it's Arnold to take it away as he works it down low. Up top, trying to get it over to Ellison from the left hash marks. Trying to get a centering feed for Arnold as it's poked itself to the near side corner. Mighty Ducks able to get on the board here early. I believe that was thanks to number 13 Ben Arnold. If so, that's his second goal of the season. And take a quick look back here. Arnold was able to keep it at the blue line, fired a shot on. So I believe that would have went to Arnold. If not, he definitely got the assist on that goal. As it's 1-0 in favor of the Mighty Ducks. And give me just a second here. I'm going to change the logos here. As it's the Ducks versus the Polar Bears. Oh, goodness. With 6:10 remaining to go here in the first period. It's going to be worked up top. Ducks went undefeated back in the last lower season. As I was mentioning, they're on a 1-game winning streak so far. Over for Myers. Fires one on. Pad save made by Clark. as it's played down to the near side corner for Arnold. The 1 goal scorer so far, trying to work it out of his own defensive zone. Later able to keep it in for a second, centering feed over to Hale. Works it down low to Church. Shot on, comes back down low to Church from the near side corner, trying to work it over for Hale. Had a chance as it's poked back into the corner. Arnold not able to hold it in as this is going to go down like to the ice. Not going to be an icing. As we'll play on. Strube going to take it behind the back of the net. Played down low for Wells. Church with it through neutral, able to hit the blue line. Has Hale back to his right. Church fires a shot on. Able to glove it down was Rowe. Hangs on to it. We'll draw an offensive zone face-off here for the Ducks. Able to win the face-up back where the Polar Bears as McCumber is going to ring it down on the near side. Try to get it to McGovern. Will. That was nearly picked off by Strube as it's worked up top for Martinez. Trying to get a centering feed to Andretti as it got poke-checked up top and out to the neutral zone from 24 of the Ducks. McCumber has it. Just going to dump it in, or at least attempt to, that was. As the centering feed was picked up by McGovern through center. Ball's in the right place at the right time from his defensive blue line. Trying to work it around Hale. Dumps it in deep through the feet of Strube. Had no idea where that was at, but it's out to center. Picked up by McCumber. Down low to McGovern. McGovern up to the far side, but Arnold able to get a stick to it as it's going to be played down low. Hale able to win the puck back to the corner for Arnold. Arnold up top, touches it forward to the blue line. Hale trying to get it past McCumber. Puck still loose. Able to dump it in deep as that's going to go on net and covered up from Rowe. Wanted to get the whistle as referee said no. Arnold nearly able to keep it at the blue line as Strube works it forward. 24 has it, drops it back to Strube. Able to get it to Hale. Backhands it up top to the feet of one Duck. Turned over and on sides. Here's McGovern. Fires a shot on. That went wide. Still has a chance. Goes right through the paint. As it's loose down low, finds Church. Just out of his reach. Had it on a stick but couldn't corral it. As Wells fires on up top to McCumber. Got a centering feed. Trying to get it over to McGovern as it goes up top. Nearly too many men as it just about touched Mallory Myers. Martinez tried to get a centering feed over to Myers as Wells has it down low in a battle against Hale. Going to backhand it in deep. As it's going to be Strube to pick up the change in his own defensive zone. Works it forward, able to get it to 29 of Elson. To Church. Church to the corner, pinched off Wells. Trying to ring it up top. Schroeder able to lift his stick as it's loose out to center. Strube with it, has 20 down below. Gonna give it up top, trying to get it to Elson. To the blue line, and on sides. Schroeder chasing the net, being pinched off by Mallory Myers, still with it. As it's played to the corner from Morgan. Morgan spinning one around, finds 14. Holds it, trying to fire a shot off as it comes out from Morgan down low. Not able to hold the blue line. As it goes down like the ice for an icing. 1:40 to go here in the first. Apologies here if I'm being just a little bit dry. Have not had a chance to go down and get any water after my game. So when this period comes to a close, might be just a tad late to the start of period number 2. As I'm going to go down and grab some water. Arnold, try to work it up top. Just out of the reach of Amico Gill. Behind the net, still with it. Centers it. Here's a chance. Tipped. Save. Rebound out in front. Going to be cleared into the corner from Anderson. Arnold not able to keep it in the blue line as it goes down to the ice with under a minute to go here in the period. Arnold behind his net. Works it up top, turned over, but pinched back out. Good defensive play there by 20. This is going to be picked up by Anderson. Trying to work it to himself off the far side half boards. Schroeder nearly turned it over. Here's Morgan. Not able to on the foot race back as it's Arnold behind his net. Down low. Trying to get a centering feed over to Schroeder here. Works it down low with 23 seconds to go. Up top and down to the ice with 15 now. Try to drop it back to the point. Anderson to the corner. And a battle against Schroeder up top. And that's going to be cleared down link to the ice. That's going to do it here for the first period. We'll be back here at the end of the intermission. 1-0 Ducks over the Polar Bears. Apologies about that, guys. I'm back here in period number 2 after the icing. I mean, an attacking zone face-off here for the Ducks with 16:45 to go here in the second. Quick shot off the draw, goes right in a row, so we'll do it again. Schroeder here to take the drop against Myers. Captain up top layer trying to get a shot off. Going to be sent out. Captain at the point fires one from the high slot. Gets it down to the near side corner. Anderson with it, trying to leave it for Morgan. Thrown out to the corner. Arnold with it. Throws one down the length of the ice for an icing. 15:14 to go here in the period. Once again, there's going to be another game here after the completion of this one. I'll be bringing you most of the action on that one as well. Macomber not able to hold the blue line. Gonna go for an icing here once again. Another attacking zone faceoff for the Polar Bears. Over for Wells. Here comes Andy Hale in all alone. Trying to drop it back as it goes over and nearly had a chance to Church. Martinez able to clear the zone. Picked up in center. Works it up top. McGovern trying to get it over to Andretti as it works up top for Stroop. Stroop works it down on the other side, trying to get it over to Gill. As it's played up forward. Turned over, Hale trying to work at it. Picked up by Andretti to the blue line. Andretti is in a 1-on-4 situation. Fires a shot on. Save made by Clark. Freezes the puck here. 13:02 to go in the period. Shots on goal in favor of the Ducks. 14-12. Down to the corner. Vu trying to spin it around. Can be picked up by Stroop. Back over to Vu. Over skated it, but still has it. Up top, Stroop. Takes it behind his net. Cross ice feed. Goes up top. Trying to get it up for the Hale in stride. Myers nearly able to keep it in at the blue line. As it's going to be Stroop back by the net here once again. Down low to Vu. Working it forward, but nobody there but a white sweater. There's a layer through center. He was off the shin pad at Morgan. Played to Myers, and now back in deep for the Ducks. Cleared down the ice, picked up by Layer. Anderson, that is. On the near side to Morgan, to the blue line, has Myers up top. Pinched off was Hale, trying to get a drop feed back as it finds a mighty Duck. Picked up Vu as he'll take it behind his own net with 11:30 to go here in the period. Trying to work one up top to Schroeder. Layer, down near side. Nearly had a chance to Schroeder to kick one to himself. Has 2 points so far on the season. Trying to find pass open to the slot as it comes out for Myers. Myers down low, trying to get around Arnold now as she hits the blue line. Shot out in front, scores! Polar Bears able to tie this one up. It's Nate Morgan getting his first goal of this season. As we sit 1-1, shots on goal knotted up at 14 as well. Closing in on the halfway point of this one. Here comes Schroeder. Fires it on, hits the side of the net. Thought it had a chance, but just went wide. Trying to get a centering feed for Schroeder once again. Tipped right out in front. Once again has 2 or 3 opportunities. Puck comes low. On the near side, gets it to the point to Arnold. Just able to keep it in for the time being. Gets it around Martinez. Arnold with it. Fires a shot off. Hit the skate of Anderson and out to the point for McGovern. Layer to the corner. Up top to the blue line. 3-on-2 here for the Ducks. Fires a shot on, picked up by Anderson. Looking to take it behind his net. Trying to clear it down low. Pinched up. Here comes a chance. Trying to dump one down was Arnold. Big South Carolina fan. That is Ben Arnold. During that ACCHL tournament, I was here doing a lot of the scoreboard that week alongside taking some pictures and doing just a whole bunch of different things. And Ben Arnold came up to me and told me to make sure to get some pictures of South Carolina as the Gamecocks were in town. Ended up losing their one and only game they played. That was against Alabama, as they went on to lose in the semifinals the very next game. Got sent out in front of Rowe, able to dive out in front of him. He'll cover it. 8:37 to go in the second. Up top, here comes Church. Fires a slap shot, hit the right pad of Rowe as it's going to come down low to the point. Kept in, Vu. Trying to tip one out front, goes up top for Church. Wells nearly able to chip it out, kept in at the point, just able to escape it. Stroop thought he had it. Morgan got a centering feed, trying to get it over to Mallory and Myers, who both end up taking an indirect collision into the near side ref. Up top to Stroop. Able to glove it back down to himself still with it. Stroop trying to get it down low to Elson, that is. Now it's over to Hale. Just in on sides. Hale skating in. Fires one on. Toe safe. Able to lift a backhand. Would have scored it. Couldn't. As here it comes from Recumber. From his own defensive zone. Works it up top to Wells. Wells trying to skate it forward. Got it loose up in his skates as he's going to spin around. Thought about trying to give it back to Recumber. As it's picked up by Vu. Now the captain at the point as it's loose out through center to McCumber. Try to get a pass up top to Morgan. Just went wide as it's going to be Vu for the Ducks to pick it up behind his own net. Up top, trying to get it over to Gill as it finds Hale against McCumber. Hale in on load, backhanded shot went wide. To the near side corner, it's going to come out for Wells. Wells to the blue line and on 1-on-2, trying to drop it back to McGovern, has it. And then send it back around the corner to Wells. Over skated it, Church trying to work at it, pinched him off as it's Vu. Vu spinning around, now being bothered by McGovern, able to get around to him. Vu comes down low. Backhanded, not able to be kept in as here comes Hale once again, 2-on-1. Hale and Church. Hale fires a shot, trying to get a tip in from Church, went wide. Gill able to keep it in, the layer to the corner. Works it up top to McGovern. Try to get a pass down low to Martinez. Turned over. Arnold has it. Trying to get a shot off. As it's going to be a spun around down low for Martinez. Arnold caps it in. Trying to work it up to 20 as that. Got a piece of his tape but couldn't hang on to it. Puck comes down low. Has room. Fires a shot on. That's going to be blocked in front by Anderson. As Martinez not able to chip it out. Arnold works it in. Fires a shot. Went wide through everybody. Now up top. Ducks still have possession. Tipped out in front. Here comes Arnold. Has space. Fires. Rebound. Comes out to the left slot. Nobody was home. Spinning one around. Trying to fire one in. Puck's right there sitting on the front doorstep. As the layer works it out to Hale. Cleared out to center. Arnold's able to beat the foot race back for an icing. I don't think it would have been far enough regardless. As it's played off the near side boards. Works it for to Martinez. Chips it up. Able to get it to Andra. Tip scores! Ducks able to take their lead right back. As it's 2-1 now in favor of the Ducks. Too many bodies out in front to tell who got credit with that one. Worked up top to Wells. Low for Myers. Able to get the game time goal back a handful of minutes ago when it was 1-1. So it's up through center to McCumber. Worked up top. Hits Church. Trying to get Church in stride. Works it up top to Schroeder. Schroeder has room against Wells. Broken stick. As Schroeder broke that on the shot. Oh, that must suck. I don't know how many guys bring 2 sticks. Works it for to Myers. Vu down low to Church. Church through center, still has possession, trying to work it up top. Gonna be picked up by 20. Left back for Arnold. Played down low. Trying to get it to Ellison just out of his reach as it's gonna be McCumber. Here comes Wells, and all alone, shoot, save made by Clark. The one I said to watch out here tonight had a chance to tie it up here once again for the Polar Bears, as he was looking to get his first point of the season after coming off of sickness. 2-1 here in favor of the Ducks. Just under 90 seconds to go here in period number 2. Wells with it through center. Works it up top to McGovern. Couldn't hold on to it. Strube has it in his zone. Trying to work it out. Finds Wells, and once again has McCumber down low. Passes it down low to Martinez. Trying to hit the blue line. Can be picked up. Here comes Strube through center. Hitting the blue line. Has space. Trying to get around Wells. Can't. McCumber, the center, trying to get it over to McGovern. Still has plenty of time. Lines up, fires, glove save made by Noah Clark. Holds on to it 30 seconds to go here in the second period. McCumber with the draw, trying to work it forward. Puck still loose. Here comes the chance for Martinez. Fires one on, stick to side to the corner with 7 seconds. Cleared up top with 3 seconds. This should just about do it. If we get a shot off, we will. Blocked at that, so this will do it here for period number 2. 2-1's your score in favor of the Ducks. As we'll take a quick 1-minute break going into period number 3. Welcome back here in the period number 3. We got 20 minutes up on the board, and we are just about set to get underway. 2-1's your score in favor of the Ducks. Look to remain perfect here on the season. Both squads look to remain perfect on the season, that is. Played down low, McGovern nearly able to hold his defensive blue line. Ended up losing it to a Duck and played low for Layer. Being pressured by Andy Hale on the forecheck. Comes a Layer out of it. They have numbers if they hurry. Trying to get around 20. Stuck up in his skates as it comes up top for Martinez. Gonna dump it in as here comes a chance for the Ducks. 2-1's your score. Blue line icing, so that will not go far enough for an icing. Picked up by Anderson. Down low to McGovern. Hale able to keep it in. Cleared out by the Polar Bears. Took a soft bounce off the near side board, so no icing. Down low. Picked up in the defensive zone here by Layer. Up forward. Down low. Had a chance. Worked it forward. Here comes a chance for Andretti. Trying to poke it forward past Hale. Puck still loose. Andretti not able to hold on to it from his knees. The puck's loose down in the corner. Behind the net still with it. Trying to get a centering feed. Puck still loose. Up to the far side corner. Andretti with it. Spinning it around. Takes a tumble. Comes out top to the point. Fires it on. Trying to get a tip out in front as Arnold's going to clear this out through center. Should not be icing as a far side referee indeed to blow that one off. Layer through center, going to dump it in. Trying to chase after his own puck as it's going to be Arnold behind his net. Tripped up, and there is going to be a call here on the Layer. Referee did not want to call it, but that was definitely a trip there against the Polar Bears, as they're going to go a man down as they currently trail by 1. $17:42 to go here in the period. A strong I'd like to know how this makes sense. That the team that has the penalty has a offensive zone face-off. Alrighty here, going to be won back by Myers. And she's just going to kill time and dump it to the far side corner from the neutral zone. Going to be picked up by the Ducks. Centering feed. Going to be cleared down the ice, no icing. Out of his net to play it is Nick Rowe. Walls up to the far side. Trying to get a tip to it was McCumber. Pass down low finds Church. Lost it to Myers, to Wells. Far side of McCumber. McCumber going to clear it down like the ice, going to go on net. A shorthanded shot with 1:16 left to go on the penalty to Layer. Down low finds Schroeder. Power play opportunity coming up 2-on-2. Shot gets blocked. Once again a chance from Schroeder. As it comes down low, McCumber trying to ring it out. Puck's going to come up top. Couldn't hold on the blue line was Vu. As it comes out through center. Works it up top. Vu able to keep it in. Up top with 16:20 to go in the third period. Myers battling at it. Schroeder able to come away with it. Tried to get a drop feed over the Stroop, but couldn't hold the line. They should just about do it here for the penalty. Down with the Vu at 20 to go on that man advantage. Up to the far side, had a chance up into the netting. And Church was looking to get his first point right there. Had it all to himself on the back doorstep, but just could not find a way to push that puck across the net. Into the net, that is. As he sent it into the high net and up and out of play. It's going to be back to 5-on-5 hockey as soon as the puck is dropped. There we go. Down low finds McGovern. Sent down like the ice, should be far enough for an icing. It will be. 15-14 to go in the period. Passes up top to Martinez, trying to work it out. Kept in by Arnold. Going to be backing it out in the center. Arnold to pick it up. Down low, still in the zone are the Ducks. Drops it low. Cross ice, trying to get one up top. As it's me, Martinez trying to get it up. Kept in for the time being up the far side half boards. Gonna find Anderson. Trying to chip it down low, got it to himself. Looking to do it again here and able to get around 20. Andretti chasing hard to the corner. Trying to get it, feed it over the leg of Arnold as he comes away with it. Ben Arnold up top to the blue line. Trying to get around Anderson as the puck's loose behind the back of the net. Saucer down low, turned over, throws a shot on, comes back low and out of the zone. Church works it low, has space to the right circle, fires a shot on, save, rebound. That's going to be covered up in front of the crease of Nick Rowe. 13:20 to go here in the third period. Up high, trying to get it to Arnold. Kept in on his backhand, away from Myers. To Church, trying to fire shot on Club, saved by Rowe. Had his stick lifted on the first one, had another opportunity right before it was covered by Rowe. Closing in on halfway here through period number 3. Gonna go on net once again. Rowe's gonna play it to the same corner. So we'll have another offensive zone face-off here for the Ducks. Up high, kept in. Works it down low to the corner for Schroeder. Backhanded in front of the slot. Puck still loose. Backhanded to the far side. Nobody home on the back doorstep. Works it in front of the crease. A bold move there. As it's over for Morgan. Has Myers to his right. Taking it in deep. Trying to find a feed over now. Open to the slot. Works it out in front. Going to be picked up by the Ducks. It's going to be a 4-on-2 if they hurry. Works it down low to Schroeder. Schroeder looking to get a centering feed. Puck's right there and cleared forward to Morgan. Through center, finds Martinez, trying to drop it down low, turned over to the blue line. Tripped up, Stroops from Myers, and holds the stick. Stroops not happy about that one at all. Myers chips it forward. Here's Schroeder with it. Down low. Here's a chance now for the Polar Bears to work it forward. 2-on-1 if they're able to get it up high. Has Morgan all in alone down low on the back door, but couldn't get a shot off. Work down low. Shot on, going to be covered up by Rowe. Draws the whistle with 10 minutes left to go here in the third period. Shot scores! Ducks get another one, get a 2-goal lead here as it's 3-1 in favor of the Ducks. Cleared down to that should be far enough for an icing. Indeed, it will be. $8:20 to go here in the third period. To the corner, McCumber nearly fires it in his own net. Up top to Arnold, can't hold it into the blue line. Down low to the corner. Up high, puck still loose. Arnold to the corner. To McGovern here with 7:15 to go in the period. Centering feed to Andretti, leading 2 goals here in the next 7 minutes. Able to make one hit the deck. End up losing it over to Schroeder. Up high, Ducks are with it. Now under 6 to go. Trying to chip it forward to Ellison out of his reach. Wells has it in his own defensive zone. Up top, trying to get it to Myers. Chips it forward. Knocks a stick out of Church's hand as it's loose to the corner. Backhanded feed through center. 5:30 to go in the third period. Shots and goal 30-17. Puck still loose here. In on sides. Gonna go right through the paint. And cleared out to center. Trying to get it over to Myers. Puck still loose. Able to get it over to Ellison. But Myers able to take it over. Has it down low. Needing 2 goals in the next 4:45. Vu takes it to the corner. Killing some very precious time here for the Ducks. Up top. Nearly turned over. Cleared out to center. Sent it up top. Picked up by the Polar Bears. As it's going to be sent into the near corner from 23 of Gus Anderson. Arnold behind his net with 4:15. turned over, wide open in the slot. Andretti fires one, save, rebound comes down low. Layer fires one right back on. Arnold able to block the shot. Comes up to the point, Layer keeps it in. Lines up, fires another one, save made by Clark. Andretti fires one on, save, rebound out in front. Arnold able to take this one away. Up top, trying to get it to for Gill. That was McCumber. Able on the foot race back, clears it up top. Church has it. Glove down, centers it to the feet of Arnold. Back up top for Gill. And down low, 3:33 to go. Cleared up top, out of the reach of McCumber. Church pressuring hard. McCumber able to chip it up, turned over Gill. Low for Church, back to Gill. To the point, Schroeder keeps it in. Stick to side to the corner. Church trying to lift a stick. Gill with it. From the left circle, centers it. Nobody at home except for a white sweaters. That's going to be cleared down link to the ice. No icing. Pass goes down low. Through center to the blue line. Arnold still with it. Drops it down low. Trying to get it over to Hale. Just sent it wide. Now under 2.5 to go in the period. McGovern able to get it out to center. Schroeder with it. Back deep in his own defensive zone up at the far side hash marks. Try to get a center feed picked up by 20. Work down low. Hale spun around by Wells. Little shaking up there as it's going to be sent back the other way and cleared down the ice. No icing. 1:54 to go. We are now in the time where we're going to stop the clock. Down to the corner, closing in on 90 seconds to go. Schroeder with it to the blue line. Sends it up high, 24. Not able to get a stick to it as it's over for Anderson. Out to the corner, cleared down the ice. Should be far enough for an icing. It will not be with 1:16 to go, that is. So far, there's only been one penalty. That was a Layer back in the second period. Here comes Wells, needing 2 goals in a minute. Wells up top. Drops it down low. Forehand, backhand, over to the far side. Had a chance to Martinez and all alone, but couldn't get the shot off. Up to the far side, centered with 50 seconds to go. This is me dumped in with 43. Glove down by a duck, picked up by Myers. Drops it back to Anderson, but lost it to Wells. Wells trying to get it over to Myers as it's going to be picked up by Stroop and on sides. Stroop fires one, blocked by Wells. Schroeder centers right out in front to the slot, comes right back over to Schroeder. 20 seconds to go. To Stroop, back in the feet up top. Finds Martinez as she'll just dump it down with 10 seconds to go. Wells trying to get one more goal as he takes down Vu to the corner with one, and that will do it for game number 2. Final score here, 3-1 in favor of the Ducks. So we'll take a little time out here as we're going to end this stream here and come back into game number 3 of the night between the Firestorm and the Bad News Badgers.